Honorable Vice Chancellor, Head of the School of Legal Studies, Dr. Amitra Sudan Chakravarti, Associate Professor Kishore Praveen, Superintendent of Police, Birbhum Nagendranath Tripathi, Legal Advisor, District Health Department, Mr. Tapan Kumar Roy, respected professors, social engineers, the students of School of Legal Studies. I esteem it a great privilege to speak before you on National Law Day, the day to commemorate the adoption of the Constitution of India, the Constitution that has inspired many other nations in the region. I take this opportunity to share with you my understanding of community paralegalism and my experience of working with paralegals, the barefoot lawyers. Today, with great sense of pride, I say, paralegals, the grassroots legal advocates in Nepal, are helping Dalits to fight caste discrimination. They are helping women to fight gender based violence and mobilizing them for reforming discriminatory laws. In remote villages, residents are pursuing legal remedies to bring clean water and other essential services to their communities. Similar endeavors, some of great scope, some modest, are unfolding worldwide. From my interactions with justice practitioners from across the globe, especially from India, Bangladesh, USA, Africa, Indonesia, Philippines, and Hungary, I can say paralegal program has the potential to bring about profound social transformation. In Nepal, community paralegals go by many names. Sometimes they are called barefoot lawyers, community mobilizers, health advocates, or grassroots legal advocates. They use knowledge of law and skills like mediation, organizing, education, and advocacy to seek concrete solutions to instances of injustice. They form a dynamic, creative frontline that can engage formal and traditional institutions alike. They help the communities to understand the law, help them use it, and engage them in shaping the law. I would like to state paralegalism is not a new concept but is imbued with having a spirit of and pragmatic approach towards the attainment of the goal of the whole concept of human rights. Therefore, paralegalism is a tool and weapon for the realization of basic fundamental human rights. Kindly allow me to enumerate what community paralegals have undertaken in Nepal. This will give a clear picture of the role the paralegals can play in ensuring our legal rights. The community paralegals conduct community outreach programs, organize interactions, seminars, and workshops to enable marginalized, disadvantaged groups to become aware of their legal rights. They organize already conscious people to assert and realize their due share of interest and rights. They help to resolve minor disputes through negotiation, conciliation, mediation as a means of alternative dispute resolution out of courts. Conduct fact finding on incidences of human rights violation and prepare report for creating public opinion in order to stop its recurrence. Assist community people and lawyers in drafting documents like affidavit, filing FIR, etc., procuring certified copies of court orders, judgments, and decree of criminal and civil cases as well as those of civil suits. They connect people with lawyers, government officials, and vice versa. They facilitate the process of legal entitlement. They legitimize direct actions measures such as boycotts and demonstrations. They work to secure the accountability of lawless power wielders. They organize economic activities. They make effort to change attitude towards social evils and customs which exclude oppressed women, Dalits, youth, or other specified groups. They conceptualize and resolve other shared problems. They find issues and engage communities in bringing about public interest litigation or strategic human rights litigation. Paralegals help social action groups and assist local grassroots groups. They form alliances or networks with organizations to develop legal strategies to address national issues in national forums. They help decision makers, planners, administrators, judges, lawyers, journalists to appreciate the independent and people centered development and other roles of law in fostering self help, reliance, participation, and equality. They help researchers, writers, and community workers to generate the new kind of knowledge and learning materials necessary to aid these different kind of educational processes. Today, the world is struggling for establishing a just and an egalitarian society. All the ills of the society are resultant effect of vicious circle of discrimination and poverty and vice versa. The necessity for involvement of community paralegals in the task of delivery of legal services becomes apparent if we bear in mind that the problems of the poor cannot be divided into exclusive categories. Many of their problems are partially social and economic. Lawyers alone cannot provide a satisfactory solution to such a problem. The services of paralegals would be essential in providing solution to these problems. Legal problems of the poor are often intertwined with social problems and that a coordinated assistance is necessary in order to provide a satisfactory solution. It is therefore necessary that community paralegals should be associated with the services program. They would be a source of great strength and would be able to render effective assistance to the poor with their knowledge of social problems and the law. To make, to make the marginalized communities like Dalits self reliant, it was essential that they have legal resources to enter portals and effectively challenge the structure that perpetuates their impoverishment. We felt a new breed of lawyers or law trained people are urgent need of the hour for empowering the poor and marginalized through collective self help. Thus, we started this paralegal program almost 15 years ago in Nepal. We feel there is an urgent need to expand the paralegal program and develop a new cadre of barefoot lawyers across countries. A prestigious law school like yours can be a laboratory for testing ideas and implementing them. By bringing community paralegals and lawyers together, the journey of justice will gain momentum. The grassroots justice defenders, the barefoot lawyers, can promote and protect human rights, contribute to achieving the targets set by Sustainable Development Goal 16 peace, justice, and strong institutions. No doubt, lawyers are social engineers, but there is a great deal of wisdom to be learned from communities. The paralegals can be a connecting link between lawyers and the community. It is thus collaboration. It is thus through this collaboration the global legal empowerment movement can be strengthened, human rights can be achieved, and justice can become a common purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, with humility and respect, my experience tells me the lack of knowledge of law, inability to use it, and non-engagement of ordinary citizens in making of the law forces individuals and communities into poverty, deprivation, and exploitation. Thus, as justice practitioners, our effort should contribute to making law the language of everyone and every day. In the words of one of the finest legal brains of India, Justice P. N. Bhagwati, we need a revolution through law. Thank you.